We're talking with Chris Marentas today. Chris is with GenNext Media. He's a successful entrepreneur, and he's also a Metro Offices client. So tell me, what is it you do with GenNext Media?
We are local digital marketing specialists, and we have companies throughout all of North America that work with us that have a local focus in their marketing. Companies from $300,000 companies to $50 million companies.
How does Metro Offices fit in with that?
Yeah, GenNext Media started about 2 years ago, and we went from my home office with one other person to saying, it's time to get a real office and start to have a real address. And we saw Metro Offices as a great option for us because of the technology they provide in their offices, as well as the fact that there's so many convenient locations throughout the metro area. The biggest factor for me, though, as an entrepreneur, is that Metro Offices gives me instant credibility and instant services, an extension of my team. Capital is really important to me, and I don't want to be spending capital on things that I can't make full use of. So it gives me administrative staff, it gives me someone answering my phone to appear bigger than I am without having to put out that money right away.
So Metro Offices can accommodate you as you grow and help you expand your business.
Well, that's what I found such a great asset for Metro Offices for us, is that they have real personal attention. They get to know your business in a way that I didn't see from other companies that do similar types of office service products.
Now, Chris, you're a technology guy, so Metro Offices can't pull anything over on you as far as technology. So tell me about Metro Offices technology and what are your feelings on that?
Metro Offices prides themselves, from what I see, on being on the cutting edge of technology and office space solutions. And what I mean by that is things from the phones and the phones and being able to connect all your different people that might be in your company, not just in a physical location, to broadband support, to meeting rooms. We find meeting rooms being really, really important, where you want to be able to project presentations or have virtual conferences with other people that have other conference rooms. And now they're actually creating a connection of conference rooms within Metro Offices locations. So you could actually have two groups of people meeting, one that might be downtown the city and another one might be outside the city in one of the other locations. So technology's always been one of the cornerstones, it seems like, of Metro Offices.
And what do your clients think of your headquarters?
They love it. It's something that we have clients from all over the world, all over the country, and they come in and they'll do different types of meetings with us. And when they do, they see that we're a real substantial company. In fact, it's funny because people comment on thinking like, "Wow, this is a really nice office." In some cases, they think the entire office is ours. We don't tell them anything differently, but they think the entire office is ours because the receptionist treats them as if it's our office.
Can you give me an example of how you knew you made the right choice by choosing Metro Offices?
One is we had a big investor meeting one morning, and I was working on the presentation for weeks. And literally the night before, I realized that I didn't have a printed version of the presentation. I always knew I was going to project it, but all of a sudden realized that what happens if something goes wrong? It was a really important meeting. I wanted to have those copies. So I sent an email to the office manager and I asked her if she could make some printed copies and I'd run by and pick them up. And by 8:30, she not only sent me an email back saying, "No problem, I'll have these waiting, but do you want color?" And she also asked me if I wanted them bound in a really special way so they look great. She actually took the time to understand what I was doing as an important investor presentation and actually suggested ways to improve the presentation. And that's a real personal touch, something that someone really cares about the business that you don't really get from other people who are suppliers to your company.
Chris, thank you very much for coming in today. We've been speaking with Chris Marentas of GenNext Media.